acidic body, black skin. And when the body is acidic, that is where we start getting inflammation. That is remedy for a lot of diseases. For example, when you get into this chronic stress, there are a plethora of diseases that you get. I will start with depression. I'll go with insomnia. Do you know that stress makes you not sleep? Yes. So insomnia, and then you start taking what? Pills, so that you can get some sleep. Yeah. Depression, you start getting some depressive, what you call them, some pill, antidepressant. Yes, antidepressant. Then next, you get into cardiovascular diseases, and next, you get common cold. Common cold. How does common cold now come into play? It just means, if you get in contact with anybody with cold, you contact cold. Why? Because your immune system is being compromised. Why? How is the immune system compromised? It's because of the environment that you've put the system into. You've made your body to become acidic, and acidic body can get anything that is running around. It's basically a magnet for diseases. Alright? So you get common cold, and then you also get gastrointestinal disease, chronic pain, the back pain. Is anybody suffering from back pain here?
No.
Anyone suffering from back pain? Back pains. So you get those chronic pains, cancer, and then autoimmune diseases. What are these? Diabetes, high blood pressure, arthritis, and so forth. So you get this. And then the condition that you already had will be aggravated. If you are an HIV positive patient, then that condition now is aggravated because of this condition, chronic stress. Are you with me so far? All right, chronic stress. So the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. I shall not want. So we see the problem of wanting things that we cannot have, or things that are there. We envy things. We are not content with what you have. So these are the situations that we put ourselves into. It is not, most of the time, it's not someone who put us into situation. Sometimes we put ourselves into situation. Most of the time, right? So David is saying, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. I shall not want what? So what does it mean, I shall not want? It means, regardless of the condition around me, whether what happened, I will not want, because I know God will provide for me. God will take care of me. God will supply my basic needs. And what are the basic needs? That's housing, that is food, and then that is your clothes. So you know that God is going to take care of you. So that's why he says, I shall not want. So if you know that God is going to take care of your basic needs, you cannot want, there's nothing else that you want. You know that even if you are thrown out of your house, he will provide a shelter for you. Right? If you are kicked out of your workplace, he will provide a job for you. He will take care of you. So that's why we have this verse, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Now continue. He makes me lie down in green pasture. Okay. So now we see that David is certain that God will provide for him, regardless of the circumstances. It doesn't mean circumstances will not occur. Circumstances will occur. There will be funeral. There will be this. There will be that. There will be. It doesn't mean David is not saying that there won't be circumstances. No. he's not denying that there will be circumstances, but he's simply saying that regardless of whatever situation, I shall not want because I know he will provide for me. All right. So now he now goes in further to say, he makes me lie in greener pasture. How does he know that this is greener pasture? Because when you are busy sleeping, he's already preparing your tomorrows. When you are busy mourning, he's already preparing the way forward. So the greener pasture, the Lord knows where greener pastures are. And that's why when he brings you there, he makes you lie there because it's the place of abundance. It's a place where you feel content. It's a place where you eat and you are full. So that's where he brings you. And the grass there is nutritious. So God here is caring about your well-being. He's caring about what you eat, what you put into your body. So that's why he doesn't take you into dry ground. No, he brings you into greener pasture that is still fresh and full of nutrients. So we are talking about health. So we see that God is particular. And when he takes you in the place of abundance. Right? He takes you in the place of abundance. We have a caring God. A God that knows exactly what we need. And he takes us to places to make sure that we are content. And when we are content, we will not want. Alright? So, he takes us into that place. Right? And then he leads us beside still waters. So, I was wondering, why still waters? Then, I now understood that in Jewish time, most of them were shepherds, right? They were most of them. So they understood like the way they understood the behavior of their animals. So sheep don't drink from running waters. They don't drink from running waters. And there is a reason for that. Because their nose and their mouth is very close to each other. So running water comes, sometimes it splashes. So the point number one is that where there is running water, the access to that place is not easy. Because you need to go through rocks. And because you see this, running water is basically where there are rocks and things like that. So you need to go through the rocks and all these things. And now if you have sheep that need basic care, right? So it is difficult for you to have them to drink. And if you have like lamb, the babes, right? It's difficult for you to get them to drink. So now that's why and also the sheep also. So if they drink from running water, they can choke because of their mouth being too close to with the nose. So they can choke and actually drown in the water. So now the shepherd, they understood that. Now they bring them, so they now look around where the water is still, right? So you see rivers, so it goes into and then it gets to, a still place, where us like this, the place where we go and take our shower and things like that, right? So those are the places. So then the sheep now, and there also is almost like the beach kind of environment. Access there is easy, right? And the water there is still, meaning all the debris are down. So water there is clear. So you see, God is particular. So we first feed you with greener grass to get the nutrient, and then we give you pure water, right? It doesn't take you to a pool, a stagnant water. Why? Because you will get bacteria and some stuff that are in that water, and then compromise the immune system of the animals, and then the animals will become sick. So that's why God is particular. He brings you to still waters. So where the situation is calm. So it takes you out away from all this environment where you are struggling, and then brings you to this place so that you can drink peacefully without fearing that maybe you slip into water or something, or you get sick from polluted water. So that is the type of God that we are worshiping. So you need to submit. You need to allow God to take control, because He knows exactly where the good things are and where the bad things are. He will not lead you where the bad things are, because that is not good for you. So He knows. He said, for example, if you are like a father, you will not give a child, you will not ask you for sin and give it a snake. Why? So it's the same thing. So God knows what is good for us. So He takes us from there. He knows that our body needs some chemicals, some nutrients, something to take care of itself. And He provides for that. Right? He provides for that. And then, so he leads me beside still water, and He restores my soul. God restores our soul. God knows that at some point in time we are going to get sick. He knows that at some point in time we will sin. He knows that. So He is prepared to say, when this happens, I'm the physician, I'm the doctor, I will take care of my child. So if you happen to sin, I will take care of it. He said, if you confess your sin, I'm what? Faithful. Right? So He already made that provision. If you confess, I'm faithful, and I will forgive you. And if you get sick, right? Some of us, we were talking in the morning, we ran to the Sangomas, right? But if you get sick, He is there. He is the physician. He takes care of you. He will restore your soul. He will restore you. And when He restores you, and He will elevate you. Right? So, that is what God does for us. So, He lead me, right? He lead me in the path of righteousness for His name's sake. Okay. Basically here, God is putting His name, here, right, under trap. So He's saying He will take us through the path of righteousness for His name's sake. So it means if God doesn't take us there, God has failed. God has failed. So He's putting His name here on the line. Because people will say, He said He will take them there, and He did not. So, and when that is, for example, I'll take example like Mafumu and Macarius, don't see. So, Macarius, they are going to Zimbabwe. There are many ways to get to Zimbabwe, right? You can go through Bay Bridge, you can go through Livingstone by the Victoria Falls, right? So, it is up to Mafumu to take any of the routes. But he has to make sure that he does what? They get to Zimbabwe, to destination, right? So if they don't get to destination, what will people say? They will say, the 12 fish will be dead. No, they went to Livingstone. I said, why did they decide to go to Livingstone, and what was he trying to show us that you can drive on this? I don't know which one is actually longer. Other side. So I don't know. But you see, people will start talking. So for his sake, for Elder Mafumo's sake, he makes sure that he drives safely until they get to Zimbabwe. And that is what the Lord does. So He said He will take us. What is righteousness? It is right doing. So He will lead us into that path. So how is it? So for example, like, because you see, David, when he's talking about all this, he's speaking to a community that understands the landscape of Israel. So he's talking to people who understand mountains and valleys. So he's talking about people who see, when he says, He will lead me through a path. They know, they understand what a path means. So now, He's leading you. you are here, the shepherd is there, the shepherd is here, the sheep is following, and there is this path. Inside here, there are wolves. On the other side, there are jackals and some other animals. But the sheep knows that for the Lord's sake, he will take me through that path. He will take me to the destination, right? And the animals are basically looking. In fact, he said in Isaiah 41, he said, I will hold you by my right hand. Fear not, I will hold you. So as you are walking there in that very narrow path, sometimes you go like this and you feel like you are falling, and you say, no, fear not, I will hold you by my right hand. Right? So that is what's happening. So you walk and then you feel like you are falling, and then he will hold you. It doesn't mean you are not going to fall. It doesn't mean you are not going to sin. It doesn't mean you are not going to experience challenges. But it simply means that when those challenges come, how do you trust in God to take you through these challenges? How do you trust Him that He will restore you from this situation that you are in? He says, the righteous man falls 7 times, but rise again. It doesn't mean you are not going to fall. It means you are going to fall, but you are going to stand again. Right? So this is, right, when we are talking about in the context of hell here, because all this, if you don't trust Him, if you don't allow God to lead you, then there's a lot of many decisions that you will take that will lead you to very dangerous or bad situation in the long run. So yes, so He leads us in the path of righteousness for His name's sake. And then after that, then He says, yea, though I walk through the valleys and shadows of death, I shall fear no evil. And there is a reason. Why? Because you are with me. Though I walk through the valleys. Okay. Now, we just talked about the wolves and the jackals in the caves. So, if there is a shadow, what does it mean? What time of the day is this? Huh? It's when the sun is up. If there is a shadow, it means the sun is up. So, the Lord is leading you daytime, and you are going to greener pasture. He's taking you to greener pasture. And you are passing through the valleys and shadows of death. Why? Because when the sheep look inside, there is a lion. When the sheep look the other side, there is a jackal. But the sheep doesn't worry about that. Why? Because he knows that although there is a lion that side and there is a jackal that side, there is someone in front of me. My shepherd is able. My shepherd can take care of it. He said, your rod and your staff. So this is what comforts the sheep. When he sees the jackal and he sees the lion, then he sees the rod. Then he sees a staff. Then he says, no, I'm safe. I'm safe. Why? The rod was 4 meters long. And the staff had a hook at the end. So the rod, as the shepherd is walking, so he will, because it's long, so he will be tapping through the path to clear whether there might be a snake or scorpion that can bite the sheep as they are coming. So he clears that path before they come to that space. So he makes the place safer for you. So as you are busy sleeping, the Lord is preparing a path for you. He's making things clearer. He is clearing, removing the enemies, putting them away so that you can come and pass. And if you try to get, maybe you want to fall or you want to go away, then he takes his hook from his staff, then he puts it around the neck and says, hey, when I come here. So he pulls you back into the fold. So that was the reason why when the sheep look at the staff and the rod, then he is comforted. Pastor Ron. So we are looking in this part of where you can get sick, where you can get, you can be grieving, you can be mourning, there's so many things. So, but the Lord's rod is there for you, and the staff is there for you. He will take care of you in whatever situation you are in. The aim is that He is taking you to greener pasture. He knows where those pastures are. And there are still waters that are there waiting for you. Once you finish grazing here, He will take you to quench your thirst. Amen. So there is no reason for you to want. I shall not want. I shall not want. Right. So now when that is happening, so now maybe, I don't know. So when the sheep, when these things are now watching, they cannot reach you. Right? So what happened now? Now when you get to greener pasture, then you are busy grazing there. Now the lions are standing there watching from afar, and the other animals are standing from afar watching. That's why He says He prepares a table for me before my enemies. So they are busy watching. They cannot come because they know that there is a rod and there is a staff, and the shepherd himself is able to take care. So, and He makes sure that when this is happening, your enemies are alive. He makes sure that when you get to greener pastures, your enemies are alive. And they see when He has elevated you. You see when you are prospering, and then He has put them to shame. And the Lord now stands afar, looking how you are grazing, but the animals, your enemies, cannot come close. So the only thing that they are doing, they are just hissing. Send it to the person and look at that one. It's even taking a picture. So they can't do anything. So you see, that is the protection that we get from the Lord. If only we can trust Him. If we can trust in God, that He will take care of us. He will supply our basic need. He will take care of everything, our financial need, our emotional need, our relationship. He will take care of it. If we can trust Him to say, I'm in this financial position, please take care of it. Please, Lord, I'm having some relationship with some members, please take care of it. He will take care of it. Right? Now, as we now close, so He says, surely goodness and mercy will do what? Will follow me when? Yesterday. All the days of my life. Okay, I want two people here. Please. Give me two people. Elder, come and walk. Come also. Another person, and Amato also come. Come here. You stand here. Okay, you also stand here. No, face this side. So Amato, so you are the good sheep. Okay? So I'm the shepherd. Okay. So now look. So I have my rod and my staff. So the animals are here. The other beasts, they are there. So they are watching. So you are the animals. So they are the animals. And you are watching them. So now in front there is let's say a challenge that is coming. I will take care of it. Follow me. So I take care of you. Right. Now at the back, while I'm in front, Now at the back, there is a challenge that is coming from the back. Now, when that challenge comes, goodness, this dog will take care of that challenge. If there is another challenge that comes while this one is busy, mercy will take care of that challenge. And it will happen like that all the day of the life of this sheep. So these are the two dogs that are always behind the sheep. You see, I don't know who has sheep here or who's the father, a shepherd. Do you understand this?
Yes.
Right? You understand? You always see dogs around him. So David understands this to say you can go and see, you can go and see. So goodness and mercy are the two support, the two security system that God has put behind his children. That right? As I'm going in front, but behind you, if you fall, mercy is there. If something happens, goodness is there. They will take you, they will support you, they will sustain you all the days of your life. And then you will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Thank you. And this is the end of our sermon. So, Bazalwana, we can see that the problem here is that we shall not want.